Finishing up Module 2 with Chapter 8, Intercollegiate Athletics. An overview of intercollegiate athletics. Paradoxical appeal. Collegiate athletics excites, but it also can be problematic. Many schools have been dropping programs, but consumer enthusiasm continues to grow. It's offered by more than 1,000 U.S. colleges and universities, and it's a large component of the sport industry in North America. So in your opinion, is the popularity of intercollegiate sport in North America a healthy thing for our educational system? Why or why not? History of intercollegiate athletics. It began as student organized recreational activities. In the mid-1890s, administrators and faculties took over management. In 1906, Intercollegiate Athletic Association of the U.S. and the Canadian Inter-University Athletic Union Central were enacted. In 1910, they renamed to the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA, more familiar title. In 1921, the first NCAA championship for track and field was held. In 1973, legislative and competitive divisions according to institutional size. Today they have 500 full-time employees, 90 national championships in 24 sports and 3 divisions. The growth of women's sports in the United States. There's little female participation in the beginning. In 1971, the Association for Intercollegiate Athletics for Women was formed. In 1980, the first NCAA programs for women's and new women's championships were held. Historically, black colleges and universities are institutions that were established before 1964 to serve the African American community. There are 101 of them, both public and private. HBCU athletic mission statements emphasize diverse student populations, and they give you the example in the book of Morgan State University. They generally have lower athletic budgets than other schools, which makes it hard to compete, and some programs have been cut. Governing organizations in the U.S., the NCAA, the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, the National Junior College Athletic Association, which we belong to, and the Small College Athletic Association, as well as the National Christian College Athletic Association. There's a lot of associations out there. The NCAA mission and goals. The mission is to govern competition in a fair, safe, equitable, and sportsmanlike manner. The goals are to promote college athletics, protect athlete interests, prepare athletes for life, and provide funding. The NCAA purpose is listed there. You can read it through in the book. It's very long. But its member institutions belong to Division 1, 2, or 3 according to their size. There's 1,260 institutional members divided fairly evenly among divisions. They're nonprofit, but they make it's a multi-million dollar enterprise. The NAIA, their mission is involvement in athletics will enrich students' athletics college experience, balancing success in the classroom with and on the field of play. There are nearly 300 member institutions from the United States and Canada in active and associate categories. They're nonprofit, revenues from membership, fees, sponsorship, national championships, and merchandise sales. So other athletic associations, we listed them before. Individual campus athletics management. Athletic departments can be very large or very small depending on the size of the organization. Other involvement would be the university president, the athletic board, the facility athletics representative, the athletic director, and coaches. So what do you think? In your opinion, who should have the ultimate authority over the athletic department business? The athletic director or the college university or someone else? Well, there's arguments for all of them. Who better to oversee athletics than the athletic director? But the university president overlooks the entire university, whereas the board of directors overlooks the president. So in my book, the ultimate authority would be the board of directors. The NCAA doesn't pay the bills, so I don't think they should be the overall, but my opinion. Current policy areas: eligibility, amateurism, substance abuse and performance enhancement, financial aid, gender equity, gambling, social media, enforcement, and funding. Eligibility, some key issues are initial eligibility, NCAA Eligibility Center, take a look at that. Academic progress and transfer students. It's a college-based system, so it is an expectation that you earn an education while you're here. So it makes it different than other amateur sports. Amateurism is the line between amateur and professional sport. Should student athletes be paid? Huge issue, constantly going back and forth. And should they lose their amateur status if they are paid? Substance and performance enhancement. Is it fair and healthy practice? Student athlete consent forms as a component of eligibility. Education and enforcement, something we have to look at, as well as random testing. Gender equity, some key issues are Title IX compliance. Title IX says I have to give the same opportunities to girls as I give to boys, which sports it can be a hard thing. That is why you see numerous campuses called cheerleading a sport, because it's predominantly women and it helps them make it more equitable. Opportunities for participation and budgets, it all comes down from money. So what do you think are opportunities for female students? Student athletes at your school the same as male athletes? What do you think? Social media, some key issues, balancing the positives and the negatives, building a fan base versus worry that social media posts can be damaging. And finally, funding, some key issues, lack of funding, always an issue, connection to recessions, corporatization, facility financing and higher fees, and policies to curb spending.